Hey, welcome, you guys. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. If you're watching it on replay, you can hit the screen for hearts. You can go ahead and tap the screen multiple times for hearts, and you can swipe to the right for Apple from the bottom with Android, and go ahead and share it with your friends. Share it with your friends at Facebook, Twitter, and also here on Periscope. All right. Welcome, everybody. We're going to get started in about 1 minute. 1 minute. So come on in. I know it's Sunday. Probably had a packed day today, but welcome. All right. Thanks for inviting some folks. Thanks for inviting some people. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Okay, if this is your first time on one of my scopes, we definitely want to welcome you. And we ask that you go ahead and put new, N-E-W at the bottom. N-E-W at the bottom if this is your first time on my scope. Meerkat's going to be joining us here shortly. So, all right, Green Tea 1, welcome. All right, welcome. Still got time to hit the screen. Go ahead and multiple times. Hit that screen multiple times. There you go. That's how you do it. Go ahead and give up some hearts. You never run out of love. So go ahead and heart it up and swipe it over to the right. I'm sorry, hit the Periscope dude. Hit the Paradude in the corner there. Hit the Paradude in the corner and go ahead and share with your friends. Share with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and also here on Periscope. We're going to get started in 30 seconds. Miss Asia, welcome. Welcome to Sunday's live stream. We're covering some good stuff on the secrets to wholesaling real estate. All right, come on in and share with your friends. We're about to get started. Friends don't let their friends drive drunk, and friends don't leave their friends behind. All right? All right. All right, 30 seconds and counting, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and share it with your friends. All right, thank you, Green Tea. Appreciate you. All right, appreciate you. I know it's not your first time, but if it's your first time, on my scope, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and put new down there at the bottom over there at Meerkat. Put new down there. That applies to you too. Go ahead and put new. And let's go ahead and get started. Let me raise it up. All right, thanks for the heart. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Today is the 15th of November. My name is DarrellMuhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Real estate entrepreneur, investor, mentor, coach, trainer. Here bringing you the goods. Hey, greetings. Here bringing you the goods, ladies and gentlemen. If this is not your first time being with me, then you know this is part of my 13-day boot camp. 13-day boot camp, ladies and gentlemen. And this is number 11. So we're almost there. We only have two more trainings to go. 2 more days of training. That's tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we're going to have our last and final live webinar event. Hey, Thomas, our live webinar event. That's on this coming up Wednesday, all right? And how do you get on that list to make sure you find out what's happening? All right, you go here. You go here, ladies and gentlemen. You go to thesecretstowholesaling.com and you get on that VIP notification list. VIP notification list that'll keep you abreast of what's going on here at thesecretstowholesaling.com. It lets you know of the exact date and time of the release, all right, of my training system, all right, so you can make some money. So your 2016 can be your best financial year yet, all right? That's what I hope for you, and I'm willing to do my part to make it happen, all right? So go here, get on the VIP list. Now, how can you reach me? You can reach me here at DarrellMuhammad, Periscope, and Twitter. And you want to go to DarrellMuhammad fan page on Facebook. That's where you want to go, because during our live event, that's where you're going to post your questions, and I'm going to answer them live on the live launch for the product next week. All right, next week. Putting some final touches on some things. So we'll have the exact date for you, the exact date and time here in the next couple of days. All right? If I can answer any questions for you, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions about wholesaling, about real estate investing, how to get started, dial this number, leave me a message, and I'll call you back. Dial this number. Meerkat is 713-817-5952. Dial this number and leave me a message of your question, your contact information, and I'll call you back. All right. Now, so we're talking about the release. All right. We're excited about the release of my training system. All right. These free training that you're experiencing here right now is a pre-launch to the release of The Secrets to Wholesaling and Real Estate, Volume 1 and 2. Over 13 hours of training, ladies and gentlemen. No holds barred, no fluff. The good, the bad, the ugly. Everything you need from A to Z. I give you dialogue. I tell you what to say, how to say it. I mean, I give you all the forms and stuff. Everything you need is here. This is 100% downloadable. It will not be a physical product mailed out to you. You download it and you get it instantly and you start learning right away. All right? You're going to learn how to make $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month. You can do that part-time, right? You can do it full-time. Depends on how fast or how slow you go. But you can make $5,000 per month. No job, no credit, no money, no risk, right? You can have a record, meaning you can be a felon, have a felony. You can be a high school dropout, ladies and gentlemen. This system gives you everything you need to be successful. All right? Everything you need. I'm not selling this to get rich off courses. You get rich in real estate. I'm not getting rich on courses. I'm here to use this as my outreach, my way of giving back. Because if it wasn't for others who have done courses like this, I wouldn't be where I am. All right? So I'm giving back. And also I'm looking for students like me or better that will follow the instructions, right? Step by step, follow the instructions and make it happen for them and their family. And then we're going to unite and we're going to buy properties all around the country. That's the reason for this course. And I will continue to use this course as a tool to identify those students. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get started because I'm short on time because I have my private group live event every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is less than an hour from now. Okay. So, but I want to give you the goods. All right. I want to give it to you. Oh, one last announcement. I will be on Blab, BLAB.im on the Solution for You show. All right. And that's with our very own Vasan Turk. All right. He's a student here and he's also a member of this Periscope scope. All right. So he's having me on his show to talk about wholesaling real estate because this show is designed to end small business failures. All right. So that being said, today we're going to cover just some of the things that you'll learn in module number 11. Remember, there's 13 modules over 13 hours. This is module number 11, ladies and gentlemen. We only have 2 more days and 2 more modules to go. All right. But when you get the course, when you get the training program, this is what you're going to learn in module number 11. All right. This module alone will make you several thousands of dollars. These secrets will show you how to close deals others can't. All right. I'll show you how to avoid the mistakes that newbies make costing them thousands and thousands of dollars. At this point, you will be armed with the exact ways to keep your deals from going wrong. So the title of this module, ladies and gentlemen, is How to Assure Nothing Goes Wrong. How to assure nothing goes wrong, right? These are precautionary steps. These are precautionary measures that I'm teaching you how to put in place. Because without precautionary measures, if it's a possibility for things to happen wrong or go wrong, it will, right? You have to put precautionary measures in place to keep what they call Murphy Law at a bay, right? Keep Murphy Law at a distance. Hey, Living Chic, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for restreaming. All right? And go ahead and share it, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting to the crust of it. This is the final 3 modules, right? And if you haven't invited any friends yet, You've been showing up by yourself to the party. Shame, shame, shame on you. So go ahead right now. Hit the parrot dude in the corner and share. Right? If you're watching the replay, go ahead and swipe it. Swipe it to the right, swipe it to the top, and share, 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 share. That's your price for admission, ladies and gentlemen. That's your price for this free content. So we're talking about how to assure nothing goes wrong. Because please believe me, things will go wrong no matter how hard you try, no matter how well you follow the steps, no matter how many I's you dot and T's you cross, ladies and gentlemen. Just know that things will go wrong. Thank you, Thomas. Things will go wrong. So you have to prepare for that, right? Right? You don't engulf yourself with worrying about it. You put things in place and you move on, right? So here's the thing you have to understand. There is no guarantees, right? There's no guarantees with investments. There's no guarantees. The only thing you can do is all you can do. Who said that? He wrote a book. All you can do is all you can do. Just make sure you do all you can do. That's A.L. Williams. All right? That's A.L. Williams. That's going back some years for you guys. All right? So, you can do all you do. Now, there's 3 parts to making sure nothing goes wrong. There's how many? 3 parts to making sure nothing goes wrong. All right? Part number 1 is dealing with the homeowner. Right? You got to make sure that part. You have to make sure you put precautionary measures there. And you do certain things to assure nothing goes wrong between you and the owner. The number 2 thing is the investor. That's the one that's bringing the cash, right? So you have some things, there's some specific things you do just with the investor, right? To ensure, to solidify, to put precautionary measures in place to assure nothing goes wrong with your investors, right? With your investor. So these are specific skill sets, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to have to learn. These are specific skill sets that I'm going to teach you in my training course. Where is it? All right, in the training system. Specific. Right? If you want to make a lot of money, you have to have specialized knowledge. General practitioners don't make as much as specialists. So you have to be a wholesale specialist. And you have to have specific knowledge to wholesaling, ladies and gentlemen. That's why a real estate license can help you, but you really don't need it because you need the specialized knowledge and skill set that's unique to the multiple components of wholesaling real estate, right? So that's number 2, right? That's number 2. The second area that you have to manage, and I'll even use the word micromanage, to assure nothing goes wrong, is your investor. Is your investor. Now, I'm going to go into details a little bit here. I don't have a lot of time. I'm just going to hit on some quick points so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. And then number 3 is your title company. Your title company. Right? You have to make sure that your relationship, your interaction, you do certain specific things to assure that nothing goes wrong with your title company. Now, I cover some of those things in an early module when identifying an investor-friendly title company. All right? It all starts there. Right? It all starts how to assure nothing goes wrong with your deal. It starts with picking the right title company. Everything starts at the beginning. That's why it's called the beginning, because that's where it starts, right? So just know, ladies and gentlemen, things don't start in the middle. Things start at the beginning, right? That's why it's called beginning. So these are the 3 areas, right, that you and I have to micromanage. These are the 3 areas that we have to make sure that we do the precautionary things, right? To make sure it doesn't fall apart, right? Because things can fall apart. Things will fall apart, right? But we want to make sure that it's not due to our neglect. We got to make sure it's not due to our neglect. So let's look at each one of these very quickly and look at the specific knowledge, skill set that we have to have, an understanding we have to have for each one of them because they're different. right? We said number one is the owner. You have to make sure. It's part of your job as a wholesaler to make sure that you have a highly motivated seller. Highly motivated seller. Highly means that you're like the doctor in the ER room, right? I always use that scenario of a doctor in the ER room, right? This property is just sitting there. It's a nuisance, right? It's just, they're getting letters from the city and they're paying taxes on it. It's just sitting there doing nothing, right? And the only way they tolerate is that they look the other way. They have their head in the sand. But you tap them on the shoulder and you reactivate that pain, or you take that pain to a higher level, or now they see, oh man, there's some relief here, right? So you have to make sure your primary job, ladies and gentlemen, and it starts with your foundational stones, and everything is built from a highly motivated seller. This is how you start assuring that nothing goes wrong in your transaction, by making sure that that seller is highly motivated. You are the doctor in the emergency room, and the patient is happy to see you. Didn't know that you were going to be there in the emergency room, but happy to see you. You can fix this broken arm. You can bandage up this stab, this gunshot wound, this automobile accident, right? My brains is hanging out of my head. They're just happy that you showed up. All right? So the relief has to be greater than the relief has to be greater than them getting the most amount of money for that property. Right? The relief that you bring has to be greater than the getting the most for the property. Right? This is part of being highly motivated. And the course will teach you how to do that, how to identify that, what to say. Right? Because that's easy to say, go build a house. All right, well, how do you build a house? What tools do you need? What comes first? What comes second? What comes third? See, that's this. This is the instructional training system that will tell you these things that you need to do, the specific skill set that you need to have to assure nothing goes wrong. Okay? So that's what the owner. So your conversation will tell you their level of relief, right? Your conversation, the questions that you have, the dialogue, right? You ask questions. You want to be conversational, but you want to be a dialogue, right? A dialogue. So it's your conversation will tell you their level of relief, meaning how painful it is, how motivated they are. Okay? They have to see you as a professional, right? They have to see you as a professional. I talk about how to do that. They have to see you as a professional. You have to present yourself as a professional. You have to sound like you know what you're doing. You're posturing yourself on the phone, in your voice, right? In your understanding on how the process is going to go. They have to see you as a professional. If not, right, they're going to be skeptical. They're going to not really believe if you can deliver. You can buy this, falling down house, and you don't give me $30,000 for it? Why didn't anybody else come to me and offer me that? Right? But it's your level of professionalism, your level of confidence that I'm going to do this deal. I'm going to do it within 30 days. You're going to get your cash, and I'm going to give you some relief. Right? So the language, it's all about language, ladies and gentlemen. Someone has to solve their problem. See, they have to know that you're someone who can solve their problem. You have to identify what their problem is by asking them questions and making sure we identified it. So the problem is back taxes, right? The problem is just sitting there and you're paying the taxes on it, right? The problem is you have these other financial issues, and by you selling this house, it can relieve you of that problem. So you have to identify. It has to be clearly identified. And number two, you have to make sure that you let them know, I can do that. I can do that for you. I can do that for you. All right? How do you assure nothing goes wrong? You got to update them weekly. Right? Update them weekly. Minimum, I say weekly, that means every week. But how many times a week? As needed. Call them every 2 days, every 3 days. Right? It's better that you get on their nerves by calling too often than lose the deal by you not calling often enough. All right? And then you call them because you haven't talked to them in 2 weeks. The second week you call, oh, I haven't heard from you. I sold that to a friend down the street. Oh, I hadn't heard from you. So I changed my mind. I hadn't heard from you, so I was talking to a realtor. See, if you talk to them several days a week, every week, you can hear it in their voice when you say, okay, this is the update. This is what we're doing next. This is what I'm doing next. Okay, you ready? All right, how are things looking on your end? All right, you excited? And you hear in their voice, well, then you can address it. Boot camp style, ladies and gentlemen. Ma'am, it sounds like, what's going on? You don't sound too excited. Well, yeah, I changed my mind. Right? Can't be bashful. Scared money, don't make money. And the last thing you want to do, or one of the other things I have listed here on my notes that you want to do, you want to make sure that they can get to the title company. You want to make sure, ladies and gentlemen, they can get to the title company. You don't want to assume they can get it. You don't want to assume they have a car. You don't want to assume they have a ride. You don't want to assume these things. You want to make sure they can get to the title company. They might be elderly. They might be immobile. You don't know. Don't assume it, see? Because you assume it, right? You set up a time. They're not telling you they're going to have to catch a ride. They're not telling you they might have to catch a taxi. They're not telling you they might have to catch the bus. They're not telling you they may not have taxi cab money. They're not telling you they may not have a bus money. They're not telling you that their transportation that's going to bring them is not reliable. It's some knucklehead, a son, a nephew or something that's unreliable. You have to make sure. This is how to assure nothing go wrong. Moving very quickly because I only have looks like about 10 minutes. Investors. Second area that you have to micromanage to make sure nothing goes wrong is with your investors. You have to make sure that you take backup offers. Means even after you've got an agreed upon signed contract from the investor, if you're still getting calls from investors, you still send investors out to the property and you still take second backup offers. But you let them know this is a backup offer. I have an offer on the table, right? If it falls through, I'll give you a call. How soon can you close? All right? Here's another thing. Treat your investors like they're your partner, right? Like they're your partner, because they are. Treat them like they're your partner. Treat them like they're like your family member, your business partner, right? Your love interest, your partner. You know how that is. Treat them like your partner. Nice to them. Be cordial to them, right? Always talk to them, right? Keep them informed, right? Keep them in the loop. Keep them in the loop. How are things coming on your end? This is what the title company's doing. Hey, how are things coming on your end? Just want to make sure you got the email. Hey, what's going on? Everything looking good? Great. Hey, if there's any way we can close early, let's go ahead and close early. See, now you're moving the date up. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I think, matter of fact, you know what? I think we can close early. Never would have known if you didn't ask, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to squeeze it. You squeeze it. You have not, Scripture says, because you ask not. You squeeze it. You got to see what people are capable of doing. And how do you do that? You do that by asking them. Can you do it now? Can you do it today? How's tomorrow sound? Can you go out there and look at that property today? You have to dictate the timetable, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because we have a goal of 30 days. And I showed you on the live private launch webinar last night. I mic'd out and showed you week 1 what to do, week 2 what to do, week 3 what to do, week 4 what to do to get this done in 30 days. All right? So you want to make sure they get what they need from the title. I'm talking about the investor. right? They're going to need something from the title company. You make sure you contact the title company, get what the investor needs, and you make sure that they get it either from you or from the title company. These are things to do to make sure nothing goes wrong. Ask them, what source of funding are you using? Meaning, where are you getting your money from, sir? Right? Oh, I'm getting it from a mortgage company. Wrong answer. We're not going to do a deal with you. Right? What are your funding source? That's the terminology we use. What source of funding are you going to use? Oh, I'm going to use my IRA. Oh, I'm going to get it from an IRA. I got private investors. Great. Typically, how long does it take for them to close a deal? Well, once they get this information and that information. Okay, see? So you got to ask them, what is their source of funds? Where are they getting their money from? And well, is it a hard money lender? What is it? Where is it from? You have the right to ask that. This is a business transaction, ladies and gentlemen. This is not personal. This is not a personal question. This is a business question. Where are you getting your money from? Do you have proof of funds? Right? Ask them, how fast can they close? Right? Can we close in 5 days? Great. Here's another thing. Make sure the earnest money, I cover what the earnest money is in my course. Make sure the earnest money in your one-page contract is non-refundable. Non-refundable. That means if they don't go through with the deal, you keep their earnest money or their deposit that they send you with the agreement to show good faith, right? If they're a shaky investor, they're not going to make it non-refundable. Oh, no, I can't do non-refundable. Oh, I wonder why. Why? Because they really don't have any money. Why? Because they took the shortcut, right? They went the cheap route, right? Went and bought a book and said, okay, I know I can do it. I don't want to pay for a course. I don't want to pay $700. I got it right here. This is what I need. This is what I just take this right here. Don't have no contract, don't have no forms, don't have a whole lot of, they got more questions than answers. They have more questions that come from reading the book than answers they get from the book. Right? Because they're so poverty minded. Want to get the most by investing the minimum out. Investing the minimum in. That's not how it works, ladies. You see, successful people know they're going to have to invest more than what they get out, but as long as they get out what they need and in abundance. This is what you're going to learn from my course. Not just the mechanics. You got to have the mindset. You have to have a level of a whole different understanding. Not different, as I said last night. Not different, but opposite. You and I have to think opposite of what we've been taught about money and business, entrepreneurship, risk, tolerance, a whole 9 yards. The opposite, not different, the opposite. You want the opposite than what you got? You got to think opposite. You just want something different? Then you just think different. Might not be better. It'll just be different. I want a different car, but it's not a better car. If you want a Rolls Royce and you got a no Rolls, you have no Rolls Royce, no Rolls, right? Then you have to get the opposite. You have to do the opposite, right? So we're talking about investors. So you want to ask them, how fast can they close? Earnest money. You want the earnest money to be a minimum of $1,000. You want it to be at least 15 to 20%. You want it to be something outrageous, not 10%. So if the house is $50,000, right? 10% will be $500. No, that's $5,000. What is it? Yeah, $5,000. You want it at least to be $1,000. You want it at least to be $2,000, because you need to know that if they balk at the money, right? If they balk at it being non-refundable, it doesn't mean they're not a good investor. It just means that's just an area, right? A sensitive area you found that you need to address. That's all that means. Right? And I cover counter. That's what I mean with counter. What do you say in response to? All right? So that's investors, and there's more to it. Moving quickly, the title company. What can you do? What do you need to do? What do you need to learn? What specific skill set do you need to know to make sure that you are sure nothing goes wrong with the title company? One of the things you have to do is stay in contact with them. Constantly contact them for updates. Find out how the title policy is, not the title policy, the title commitment is coming, right? You want to explain to them and make sure, and I cover this on how to pick a friendly title company, investor-friendly title company. You want to make sure they understand the type of closes we do, the two type of closes, double close, simultaneous, and the assignment of contract. Now, here's the thing that I learned the hard way when I was researching and finding the perfect investor-friendly title company. I ran across one that said, yeah, Darrell, we can do those transactions, but we have to make sure that both parties are aware of each transaction. Bah, wrong answer. I don't want the seller, the house, to be disclosed, or they have to be informed of the second offer that's more than what she paid, or more than what he or she is receiving from me. See, no, ma'am, no, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. I don't want the left hand to know what the right hand is doing, right? No. So I didn't do business with them. I'm not going to do business with them. No disclosure, right? So in a double close, ma'am, or on a simultaneous close, right? They're separate. So there's no disclosure, one transaction to the other. Oh no, we don't care about that. All right? So here's another thing. You want to pass information to the owner and the investors that you get from the title company, right? So that means you want to get the information from the title company, all right? And you want to give it to the investor and the owners. So you want to stay in contact with the title company. You want to stay in contact with them and get whatever information that your people will need. You get it from the title company, and then you get it to them. This is a way that you stay in contact with the title company to make sure nothing goes wrong. Nothing pops up on their end. For example, they might do a title search and find out there's a tax lien, but they just didn't have time to call you back, and it's been 2 days. They found that out 2 days ago. Well, maybe if you would have called them back looking for the title commitment, followed up with them and within 24 hours to find out if they had a chance to run the search yet, then you would have found that out 2 days ago, not 2 days later, because we got to do a deal in 30 days. All right? You get copies of everything from the title company, right? Title commitments, estimated title closing costs, all that kind of stuff. Title settlement, you get the estimated one. You get that email to you these days. You get that email to you. Right? Get that as fast as you can. Email to you. You send transaction number, closing number 1 to one person, closing number 2 to the other person. Right? And here's the thing. Be nice to the title companies. Be nice to your closing agent. Be nice to, you call them your escrow agent. Be nice to them. What I used to do when I first got started to help establish rings, every time I closed, ladies and gentlemen, I used to bring some cookies, some cupcakes, some donuts, depending on what time it was. Oh, take the closing agent out to lunch. Right? You're investing in that relationship. Do you have to do it? No. If you're stingy and niggardly, then you won't do it, and it'll cost you. It'll cost you in the relationship. They won't do free title searches for you. They won't move you up on their schedule because you're trying to get it done within a certain day. They won't do anything extra for you because you haven't done anything extra for them. All right? Bring them something. Show your love. Show your appreciation. You're about to leave home. You're about to leave the title company with a $5,000 check, and you refuse to bring $3 worth of cookies? Then you don't deserve to have a special relationship with the title company. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of time, I hate to cut it off. I think I covered all my notes. That's what you do to help assure that nothing goes wrong with your deals. You're right there at the door. You're right there. Everything's looking good. You don't want things to happen with your owner, with your investor, or the title company. And if you do the things that I share with you and then I include that I couldn't share that's on this training system, then you've done everything you could and you'll win, right? Many, many, many more times than you'll lose. And then you'll have the type of system in place to assure nothing goes wrong. All right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, remember. Go here. Go to thesecretstoWholesaling.com. Get on the list. You'll find out what the exact day of the launch is. The exact day of the launch of this system, this training system. All right? All right? To follow me, Periscope and Twitter, at DarrellMuhammad. You want to go to my Facebook fan page, DarrellMuhammad fan page. DarrellMuhammad fan page. Go there, click like, follow, notified, whatever it is. And that way, every time something happens on my fan page, you'll be notified. You want to go there now. Why? Because for the live event next week, this is where you go to ask all your questions that I'm going to answer live on that live event, that live launch. All right? If you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, that I can help you with, go ahead and call this number. Leave me a message. I'll call you back. Now, there is a way where you can, I only got one more. I can only sell one more of these pre-released. I can only sell one more of these pre-released and I'll be maxed out. All right? I can't sell anymore. All right? But you can get an early copy of pre-release of this training system. Downloadable, 13 hours, boot camp style, good, bad, the ugly of wholesaling real estate. Make $5,000 a month with no credit, no job, no risk, with a felony, as a felon, with a criminal record, high school dropout, just like Michael Dell, college dropout, right? It's like Warren Buffett. Was it Warren Buffett? No. Microsoft. He's a college dropout, right? So I teach you everything you need to know from A to Z on wholesaling. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. A to these forms, contracts, you name it. If you want to get it, right, text at this number. Text this number, I want the link. I have a special back link. Call this number, text, I want the link, and I'll send you the link. But if you're serious, you need to get it because there's only one more I can sell you. After that, that special will be off. You're going to get a couple of $100 off of the regular price, and you're going to get all the free bonuses. There's about $2,500 worth of bonuses that I'm going to offer during the live launch that you can only get when you get the training system during that live launch. But if you get it pre-sale right now, you automatically get $2,500 worth of bonuses, no questions asked, for purchasing this early, and you get a couple of $100 off. All right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me get ready. In the next 20 minutes, I'm doing my live broadcast with my other people, and I'll see you tonight on Blab, BLAB.IM, at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look for the Solution for You show. All right? Until tomorrow for number 12. Until tomorrow for number 12, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, your community deserves your very best. See you tomorrow. Take care. God bless.